Hey guys, welcome back. So today I decided to do a fitness related Q&A. I got a ton of questions on my Instagram account, so I'm gonna jump right into it just because I don't want this video to be too long. So question number 1, what do you think of intuitive eating diets that are mainly fruits and veggies and tend to be low protein 50 to 60 grams and super low fat around 20 grams? Not in terms for someone cutting or anything, just in general. Now this is my personal opinion, so take it as it is, but I think that everyone should have a moderate amount of each macronutrient in your diet, so your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. A lot of people tend to forget that protein isn't just used to build muscle, it rebuilds every single tissue in your body. So for example, your organs, your hair, your skin, and your nails. So even if you're not an athlete, if you're just a regular person, you still need a good amount of protein in your body. And then your fats, for example, they regulate your hormone levels. They're very essential for women as they help us regulate our menstrual cycle. And so that is just my personal opinion. I think that you should have a moderate amount of each macronutrient in your body. Next question, how do you recommend doing a lean bulk, and also which weighted exercises really get your heart rate up? So my recommendations on a lean bulk are to just monitor yourself. Some people tend to do a dirty bulk. That's actually what I did last time I bulked, and I can't say that I regret it. I think everyone is different, and the amount of fat that you can gain from a bulk is just very dependent on your body. So monitor yourself, see how fast you're adding in food, how fast you're gaining excess fat, how fast you're gaining muscle, things like that. So as long as you're staying consistent with everything and are watching your body, you should be okay. Next, how to bulk without getting too much fat, and also when to increase the macros. This is very dependent on the individual, but if you truly don't want to gain too much excess fat, like I said, monitor everything, your weight, your macros, how fast you're adding them. A good starting point for a bulk is to start at maintenance calories and then add about 10 to 15 grams of carbs and 3 to 4 grams of fat each week, and kind of see how your body responds to that, and then go from there. You either want to add less or you want to add more, depending on how fast or how slow you're gaining weight. Next question, tips on bulking and getting past that struggle to stay lean. So there was a lot of questions on bulking. Honestly, you guys, getting past the struggle of staying lean, if you want to make fitness your lifestyle, you can't be cutting forever just because it's not good for you. It's not good for your body to be in a deficit for too long. And then everyone is always looking for that toned look. I hate using that word, but if you truly want that, you have to build muscle, and then you have to shed the fat off of your body to see the muscle, and that's how you get the toned look. And in order to build muscle, you have to be in a caloric surplus, and you have to be in it for a long time. It takes a long time to build muscle. I think that there's a lot of fun that comes with bulking. You're eating a lot of food, you're feeling so much stronger, you're not fatigued all the time. You're able to be a lot more lenient with your macros and go out with your family and friends. So just enjoy it and embrace it, and know that it's going to benefit you in the long run later. Next question, once again about bulking. How long do you think you should bulk / off season for? So this is just once again my personal opinion, but I think a good off season is at least, and I mean at least 4 to 6 months. It takes a long time to build muscle as a natural athlete. So I think 4 to 6 months or even a year is a really good off season, and to truly be in an actual surplus for 4 to 6 months, because a lot of people reverse diet for 4 to 6 months and they don't even get to a surplus until 2 months into their reverse diet, and then all of a sudden they're cutting. You really didn't build that much muscle. How many days do you train glutes a week? By the way, I love your channel so much. God bless. Thank you so much. I train glutes about 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week, but typically 2 times. If I have a really good workout each time, my glutes are fairly sore, so typically 2 times a week. Next question from Diana, who's actually my friend here on YouTube. She said, when am I visiting / when are you visiting me so we can lift and eat all the things? Girl, you are always welcome, and I better meet you this year. And then she asked me what may be the hardest question of this whole Q&A. She said, but actually, would you rather give up oatmeal or give up Lenny and Larry's? Why you gotta do that to me? Come on. That is a very hard question. I'm gonna have to go with Lenny and Larry's just because I can't imagine starting my day off with anything else besides for oatmeal. It makes me feel good. It's good for you. I can make it taste like a chocolate brownie. So I'm gonna have to say Lenny and Larry's, even though it breaks my heart to say that. Next question, do you plan out your whole day of meals in MyFitnessPal in the morning, or just plan out one meal at a time? When I first got started with tracking my macros, I would plan out my day the night before. So I would plug everything in, and that really helped me actually hit my numbers correctly, because I could play around with the food, and then in the morning and throughout the day I didn't really have to worry about it because I knew everything was already plugged in, and if I ate those foods I knew I would hit my macros. But now I've been tracking my macros for so long, I can just go and plug in each meal at a time. So from experience, I can just kind of get to my numbers that way. Next question, what is your current split and top 3 glute building exercises? My current split is lower body, upper body, and then I have like an abs / mobility work / cardio day, and then I do lower body, upper body again, and then I have a rest day. And top 3 glute building exercises, I'm gonna have to say hip thrusts, lunges, because they always hurt my glutes so bad, and cable kickbacks. Next, when you started going to the gym / getting fit, what was the hardest change you had to make? Did you ever have to deal with unsupportive family or friends, and how did you deal with that? So the hardest change I had to make when I first started getting fit was my diet, obviously, just because I wasn't eating healthy before that. Like in high school, I just ate just typical like crappy foods all the time. So it was pretty hard to try to force myself to eat healthier. And then did you ever have to deal with unsupportive family or friends? Of course. I started my fitness journey in high school, and I was just friends with the wrong people who were into partying and drinking and just stuff that really didn't interest me and obviously wouldn't benefit me if I wanted to pursue this lifestyle. And those people didn't support me, and I just had to make a decision to leave them behind and continue with what I wanted to do with my life, and it was definitely the best decision that I've ever made. Next question, advice on resisting cravings / avoiding binge eating. You, my friend, just answered your question in the question. I've struggled with binge eating before, and it definitely started up with me restricting foods just because I was very into clean eating. I would literally limit myself off of anything that was considered unhealthy, and then I would binge on it later on. Like once a week, I would have a binge. But I think the number one thing that helped me was to give into my cravings. So if I'm craving a donut, I still have a donut, just because I don't want to have a binge eating episode later on. Next question, can you speak Russian or Ukrainian? Yes, I can. Привіт, мене звати Мар'яна, я народилася в Україні, в Тернополі, і переїхала в Америку, коли мені було 10 років. Next question, advice on being a volume eater in a calorie-dense world. That's a good question. When you figure that out, let me know. Since my macros are still pretty high, I haven't really had to eat any volume foods, but I guess like veggies and berries and things like that are pretty high volume. Next, what is the greatest thing you've learned about yourself through your bulking / cutting experience? I think both can be mentally difficult for girls. What advice do you have to stay emotionally healthy while putting on weight or losing it? And can we meet and be best friends? Yes, of course we can. So this is a really good question. I think that one thing that I learned about myself when I was bulking is that I am very like type A personality. I wanted to like continue tracking my macros very accurately, and like I think that when you're bulking you should be a lot more lenient, so I had to just like kind of force myself to be a lot more lenient with my macros, with my workouts and things like that. And then one thing I learned about myself throughout my cutting experience is that I actually have a lot of willpower, because there have been days where I didn't want to go to the gym, where I didn't want to hit my macros, but I had that end goal in my mind and I pushed myself. So I learned that I can definitely push myself. Next question, have you ever lost a friend and nothing happened between you all, but you guys just stopped talking for no reason? And if you did, how did you overcome it? Since I have anxiety, I can't help but blame me when I know I haven't done anything except be there for the person at their lowest point, even when they didn't support me during my lowest point. And yeah, I definitely have dealt with something like this, and I think that the best advice I can give you is, whether it's with your friend or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, if you're in a relationship that you feel like you're giving more than you're receiving, then it's just not worth it. And you just have to let go of those type of relationships, and by doing that, you're opening doors for other things and other people who are greater to come into your life. Next question, will you be taking on clients while in Cali? Yes, of course I will be, 100%. And what is your favorite food that you'll miss from Chicago? And don't say sushi. I will 100% miss Illuminati's deep dish pizza. It's so good. If you ever come to Chicago, please try it. It's amazing. It is as good as everyone says it is. Next question, do you like green tea or do you only drink coffee? And once you answer it, please say my name. I want to see how you pronounce it, since it's an Arabic name. I believe your name is Johanna? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Let me know. But I do like green tea. I drink it every once in a while. When do you plan to stop cutting, and what is next? Maintain or bulk? I'm not sure when I want to stop cutting, to be completely honest, but I do know that I want to go into a bulk in the fall and then bulk through the fall and the winter season. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know when I decide to stop cutting and what is kind of next for me. But I know that I definitely want to bulk in the fall and the winter time. So that was it. I hope that this video wasn't too long. I know that there was a lot of questions, so if you made it to the end, thank you guys so much. If you enjoy these type of Q&As, I can definitely continue to do them. Let me know, comment it down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for asking questions, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.